Did the Tennessee Titans, Cam Ward, and Calvin Ridley just get some major praise from Pat McAfee on ESPN?
Let's go to Nashville, Tennessee.
And did Pat just buy the Titans for 2025?
He was the obvious number one pick here, and Tennessee might be.
Plus, did Calvin Ridley possibly shine some light on why the Titans were just so bad last year? Let's discuss next on Titan Upload. So Cam Ward and Calvin Ridley made some major noise during Saturday's practice in front of fans at Nissan Stadium. Comment below if you were there. Well, maybe not everybody. 102.5 The Game's Jared Stillman. Yeah, he wasn't buying it, but what do we expect? So I was scrolling through Twitter or X or whatever you call it, and what do I see? I see Pat McAfee talking about Cam Ward.
Yep.
And I had to hear what he had to say. So I definitely clicked on it. Now, the former Colt likes to run his mouth about the Titans and obviously crack jokes.
I'm not going to say a single word about the Tennessee Titans record against the Indianapolis Colts. Boy. We did not punt much against the Tennessee Titans. Probably have no clue who I am to begin.
So I'm wondering, is he actually going to buy into Cam Ward? Or heck, is he going to say anything at all positive about the Titans? Here's what he had to say.
Let's go to the number one overall pick, Cam Ward. Remember, the general manager said, hey, you don't pass on a generational talent. He was the obvious number one pick here, and Tennessee might be for real with this guy. You find your quarterback,
honestly,
you can find a team and a culture, AJ.
So Pat starts off by giving some early praise to the rookie quarterback. I honestly
was shocked.
And now I'm thinking to myself, am I going to get 2 full minutes of Titans content? Or is this going to get derailed with Denver Broncos and the hype behind how great Denver's going to be? Or then we have the Cleveland Browns and Shedeur Sanders. You just never know when the national media is talking about the Tennessee Titans. But anyways, so far, so good. Then AJ Hawk jumps in. What's he going to say about the quarterback?
Throws that he makes, that is impressive, but I'm honestly more impressed by how he carries himself and the stories from his coach talking about how confident he is, how well his recall is on the play calling as he's talking trash to the defenders. Honestly, that is almost more impressive to me than his arm.
Are you all starting to notice a theme here when it comes to Cam Ward? I remember weeks ago I brought up Chris Long. Although it was kind of ridiculous at the time, he gave Cam Ward some major praise. But not for his talents, not for his arm, not for his athleticism or his leadership, but because he was, wait for it, an adult. But you know what? Maybe Chris Long was on to something. Cam's maturity is no joke. And honestly, it's beyond any rookie I can think of, other than maybe Peyton Manning. And he's not going to be intimidated by anyone. And I think during the season when things can get rough, this is probably a very important part of his game, which could lead him over some major hurdles that he's probably going to face in year one. When he makes a mistake, he always bounces back. Do you remember that OTA that he had? He threw a pick and then ended the practice 19 for 20. Hey, Titan fans, are you ready to see Cam Ward in action August 9th? I know I am, so tighten up that like button and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for the latest Titans content, reactions, and oh yeah, watch parties all season long. So during this clip of Pat McAfee on ESPN, there's 2 major takeaways that I take from this segment. First, the culture.
Different around here. You know, it feels, in the building, it feels like just really because of him.
He's talking feels like the same way the University of Miami started talking whenever he showed up there. He is a magnetic force, it feels like.
Miami fans, by the way, drop a comment. What will you miss the most about Cam Ward this upcoming season? And what should Titan fans be the most excited about? Would love to hear from you. So here's the deal. Like, Cam Ward's a rookie, right? Drafted number 1, got it. This whole quarterback competition, though, that Callahan and the front office created was a complete waste of time. Not one person bought it. Heck, you could even argue Will Levis didn't even buy it because he ran out of town and got shoulder surgery and he called it a day. No disrespect to him, though. In all honesty, I wish him the best. But I absolutely love this take because it's true. He's starting to do things in Nashville that he's done in Miami. Now, I understand if you're a doubter of Cam Ward, you will say, hey, And he didn't even make the playoff after being undefeated for most of the year. I get that. I understand that. But if you watched Miami, the defense was literally non-existent at times, and sometimes, my famous words, a train wreck. But that offense, oh yeah, that offense was electric. So sure, the same thing could happen here in Tennessee. But let me ask you something. You were on defense, you were Sweat, you were Simmons, you were Cody Barton, and you saw Cam Ward on the offense? You think it might be a little bit different this year compared to what they saw last year? And heck, Cody Barton wasn't even on the team last year, and I'm sure he's seen enough. Now the time has come. Calvin Ridley just served up either a major diss or a truth bomb about what happened with last year's disaster. Here's what he had to say to Titans ESPN reporter and our favorite, Teron Davenport.
That first pick, when we got him and it was him, man, it just feels crazy, honestly. It feels good that we got a good quarterback.
Let's start with some positives. Why not? Cam Ward is bringing real excitement and energy to the team. Don't take my word for it. Take Calvin Ridley's word for it. He said it. And it's not because of Jeffrey Simmons. It's not because of the kicker, Sly, who hit a 66-yard field goal at practice the other day. It's not because of free agent Dan Moore or the new GM Mike Borgonzi, or heck, it's not even because of the new wide receivers. You know who it's about? You guessed it, Cam Ward. Nobody in the national media wants to talk about the number 1 draft pick. Well, but we Titan fans know this is Cam's team. He's the face that runs the place. And Calvin Ridley, a vet, just gave him an official stamp of approval. And as a Titans fan, I can't stop smiling and shouting from the rooftops. Yes, Traylon Burks' era is officially over. He's been waived. But was he the issue in 2024? Nope. Surprise, surprise. It was Will Levis. Oh, I knew it was him all along. Ridley said, and I quote, "It feels good to have a good quarterback." Yikes. Levis was awful last year. The Titans, the media, they tried to sell us rocket arm Will Levis narrative. But you know who can't be fooled? And that's the players around him. The Titans won 3 games last year. You think the team believed in him? Oh, heck no, they didn't. And when Mason Rudolph came in and started doing Will Levis things, they didn't believe in him either. But you know who they do believe in? Calvin Ridley said it right here. That's right, number 1 pick Cam Ward. So the time has come. Did Pat McAfee officially buy the Tennessee Titans in 2025? Here's what he had to say.
You got an O-line that can protect that guy. You got a chance to build in a division that you can compete with.
Whoa. I don't know about that.
I guess not. But in my book, still a major win just to have our quarterback talked about on ESPN. So Titan fans, what do you think? We starting to feel like Cam Ward is the guy who's eventually gonna take this franchise to places we've never been before? And I know it's one step at a time, and I know we need to be patient, but you're starting to see some signs. Sure, the highlight play is what everybody wants to talk about, even though it probably ended in a Simmons sack. But seeing some explosive offense for once, that's a win in my book. Hope? That's what it's about right now. Cam Ward is providing us Titan fans hope. So don't forget to tighten up that like button and hit that subscribe button for the latest Titans content and reactions. Till next time, take care and tighten up.